Hello. Hope everyone's doing well today. Give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. It's time for law. Because I am bad at it and then someone's gonna get fucking arrested. Probably me. Hello, Gumbo. How are you? Why is it always defendant lobby 2? What happened to 1 and 3? Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine. As long as you're there, Trucy. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, this prick. Ah, good morning. Yo, sup? I hate everything about him. Hit me with a guilty verdict. G, see if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realize. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Oh, is that guy? Gavin? I think his name is Galvin or Gavin. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Herr Judge. Oh shit, he's German. It's Newbie. Ah, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Are you taking a leave of absence? His name's fucking Claver, what did you expect? Yeah, fair. Oh yeah, I think he said some German words last stream too. You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your friends when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Herr Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? Is it just me, or is his eyes looking in 2 different directions at this angle? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength? The little boy who bested my brother. It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking... Is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge. I don't know how I feel about this man. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Tongue, baby. Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Okay, but this theme is pretty sick. Sometimes you have to get up in order to get down. Prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Al Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant. Right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone, Herr Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed, quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Nine. Not yet. Oh, fuck's sake. First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is a prosecutor, Gavin? The motive, Herr Judge. Why'd the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? Objection! Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? Are we really gonna start this fucking case off like this? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right? They always say that on stage. You should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but... The court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. I'm gonna punch this little fuck in the face. So, you, son, are the defendant. Waki, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong. Frankly, the fuck, Your Honor. I agree, Komo. Also, how's it going? You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail. Gotta hand it to him. Waki sure has guts. It's guts I'm worried about. Well, then the court will now hear the testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go, without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. You know what I'm saying? You're saying you were one of the victim's patients? A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True, Dad. I'll tell you one thing. That doc was whack. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, pointy locks? Just who do you think you are? Your lawyer. Sorry. Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Does he have horse ears like those girls from Uma Murasama? I don't want to think about that. Someone has to show him what's what. By someone, you mean... I'm bringing my deer right after a day here. That deer is shaped like a deer. Deer, you deer, how about you, deer? Newbie, go to sleep. Excuse me. Also, how's it going? Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean? You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get to listen to me fucking... want to punch this little turd in the fucking nose. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. So you were a patient at the Miraculous Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the rival's family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. Ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself. I was more than a match for those guys. So you were carried to the Miraculous Clinic from here? Apparently he was shot in the heart. Oh, Jesus. Shot in the heart and he's still alive? I can catch bullets between my teeth. But I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped short of my thumper. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to talk to this guy. I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. And he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. So I gotta go in and get another doctor to patch me up again. So this bullet is still... You know what? I can still feel it. There in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Good news is that he gets more likable. I'm highly doubting it right now, but I'll take your word for it. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, J, man. Weren't no accidents, that's for shizzle. I hate all of that. I hated that, I hated that, I hated that. Yeah, I need a drink. It seems that there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Ah, thank you, Ace Attorney. I actually didn't put that together. I was trying to figure out what his name would be, but I get it now. Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found out during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All OSGs lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, Bizoy. A relief to hear. Hey, what's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. Impuns in Spirit of Justice and Great A Chronicles. Oh boy. No way, that's whacked. There is proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Oh, Jesus, newbie. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? You've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Oh, Jesus. So, you will tell us your name and occupation. My name is Wesley Stickler. My occupation... Oh, one of these assholes. By which he means to say that he's a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in my pursuit of truth, honing my... Here, Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplistically what I saw. Oh, fuck's sake. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping. I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man was facing the victim. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Couldn't. This testimony would mean that the bullet would have to be directly on. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. 2 rounds were fired, fingerprints were wiped. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. I know I'm immediately gonna fucking rail this guy. The temple is... Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna rail him, Gumbo. If you point at your eyebrow, go directly to the side of your head, and about like an inch or 2 up, that's about your temple. No, not the fire temple. Wait, this isn't Zelda. I got shot in the shadow temple. You know this was an 18+ stream? It is when you're around, Gumbo. Trucy? Why are you staring at the witness like that? Or like that at the witness. That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Fucking nailed right away. Whew. If that's all of it, I think I still have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see here, Justice? Objection. Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Hope you get better, Gumbo. Fuck off. Paulo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy report? Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, a problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is at the location of the entry wounds. Location? You testified that the killer shot this victim square in the forehead, did you not? Made me tiny. Oh. I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It's quite simple, really. First, understand. Mr. Justice. Yes? Was your objection to these krypton particle things? This is the big time. You are obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Let's look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. The temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction. Isn't it? It is, right? Finally. Objection! Hair Justice. Oh, Hair Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles? Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Hey, her forehead. Forehead? Let's imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Hair Forehead? Well, I guess I'd try to stop them. Probably shout stop. And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream eek. And you, Hair Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? If the victim turned his head at the last moment. Ah, yes, thank you for jogging my memory. I too, newbie, want to kick him down the stairs. Is one of the 3 prosecutors I like more than Edgeworth. Have I met the other 2? Sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Ceases at once, you two, I cried, with composure. Dual Destinies and Chronicles. Okay. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. But maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. Now, I just noticed he said he dropped the gun and ran, but the fingerprints were wiped off of the gun. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let's consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. Excuse me, sorry. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. The victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. The killer were to have fired at just that moment. As you can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. It does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened? It can be said that we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. Certainly brave of you. Might have gotten shot. Hey? Certainly, we're lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. He actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Ceases at once, you two, I cried with composure. Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. This man is going to have a super high-pitched voice in the anime. And the victim responded to that clarion call. What? The victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed. I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask for your help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that this killer fired because Mr. Stickler started him. Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Upon our cowardly killer, the defendant appeared to have become frightened. Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. Simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked. Common tale, but true. Fortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. You didn't try to apprehend the criminal? It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't... Oh, Jesus, sorry I yawned. It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Isn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? A finals heavy over Stockholm and W Place. I need pictures stat. What? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find. Find something? Find what? Let's see this. That's hilarious. I love how somebody drew a really shit cash box right beside it. And the fucking Charge and Slam logo. Actually, I want to see something. Where is Stockholm? And someone did all the fucking Minecraft shit. But Bernal is most noticeable because in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's Mexico, correct? Where's Bernal? Okay, so I found Bernal. There's another heavy. There's the fucking slam screaming. And right beside it, it says Scooty. Oh shit, that's hilarious. I wonder if Monaco has one. It's Scooty. Where is new emote right there? If we can find something to put as Scooty, then I'm definitely down to put it in. There's a lot of racing stuff around Monaco, that's for sure. I don't see a single finals thing. Yeah, but I think we need more like actual final stuff for Scooty. Oh, I see the finals. Now I gotta check one more thing. I gotta check Kyoto. There's Tokyo. Where the fuck is Kyoto? I thought Kyoto was a large area. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see it. I heard Japanese City was summoned. Okay. Anyways, how you doing, Severed? Anyways. I like that contradiction. Kind of sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? Listed testimony is getting a little clearer. I'm glad you're doing. Yeah, I don't get that, Gumbo. Wait a second.
Outstanding! You're the best!
Hey, Zog. How you doing, bud? I didn't see you streaming today. What are you playing? The finals. Okay. How long were you streaming? I didn't see you on. Like 1.5? Oh, I didn't see you on. It's weird. Oh, I hope you got some wins. Tisk tisk, another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse that you can't even see how it affects you. Come again? No, I'm following Zog. Fuck, now you have to make me check to see if I am. Like, I've been following, like, Zog and I... been following, like, Zog and I... been following... we've been following each other for, like, since the beginning of our streaming careers, basically. Yeah, I'm following him. Okay. Yeah, like, Zog was my very first collab partner. Scale was my second. Me and Final Against the World by him AFK most of the time, so it's just me against the world, and at that point. Did their fans get lost or some shit? Wait, a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to just wait a single second? 1/60th of a minute? It's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, how'd you ask for a longer period of time? Say 3 minutes, 35 seconds. You should share that Zero Mayo shit with Marine. I think that's what she dances to. I can't remember. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor? Am I to understand that you're objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no. Here, just... look at this pistol. Doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Ah, common play. Made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. That is not the right grammar for that. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for fingerprints. Ah, the little girl's taking it to the university students. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Well, let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Eh? I haven't found any fine arts yet in Seoul, but either Brazil is taking over South Korea or South Korea is taking over Brazil. What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Well, Mr. Justice? Could the killer have been wearing gloves? I want to say no because he left a knife, didn't he? The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of the prints remain. Which contradicts your testimony. Everything happened as you say it did. You wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer to the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime. Strongly suggesting that this weapon was the weapon he disposed of. Sounds solid to me. Well, Hair Forehead, any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Oh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated that what he saw just now, he said he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away. You're right. He just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. Must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote... Okay. So you found nothing finals related in Soul Combo still? Guess I have to look. You're not finding shit in Soul? Watch me, fucker. I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see. South Korea. Holy Jesus. Now you've challenged me and I want to find it. This is gonna upset me if I don't find it. I found a Splatoon. Of course, there's a K-pop Demon Hunters thing. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry, my mom wanted to talk to me for a second. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Fuck, God damn it, Gummy, now you're fucking really bothering me with that. I can't find a fucking finals thing. I thought I saw something. A little chick. What are you looking for? So there's a thing in... Yeah, actually, let me share my screen. Gumbo showed me a thing called W Place, where you place a pixel on the world. And there's final shit in Bernal, Kyoto, Stockholm, Monaco. We can't find one in Seoul. Yeah, of course, Gumbo, I know that. But from what I peruse around, so like if you just like look around, like there's a lot of K-pop shit. And like this is all around Seoul, so yeah, I can't find a single fucking I cannot find a single finals thing. Like there's a lot of fucking Deltarune shit because people don't know how to make their own fucking pixel art. Anyway, I'm gonna take it a little bit too slowly just because if someone finds something in Seoul, let me know. There's a lot of people writing gay. They filled the river full of ducks. Sorry, give me a second. Like, look at all the ducks. You actually found it in Seoul? Where? That did not take long. Find the Pikachu. I know I saw it somewhere. Fuck. I'm gonna draw all the German AA characters into Germany. I did find a dead Edgeworth yesterday. Hold on a second. I still haven't... Oh, there's the Pikachu. Up left. A bit next to the Korea flag. Left next to the Korea flag. I don't see it. I don't see the Korea flag, so... Up left, you said? Unless I'm looking at a wrong Pikachu. Is the Pikachu near the river? Check DMs. First of all, up right, asshole. Holy shit, there is! What the fuck? That, how did, wow. That's impressive that you found that. Show that to Gumbo. That is a hard find. Actually, you know what? No, I'll pull it up on stream. Yeah, so here's the Pikachu. Here's the Korea. Can't believe you found that. That's impressive. Like, in the sea of all this fuck shit. That's impressive. In Tyler, Texas? Like, the finals? What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. There's a city in Newfoundland called Dildo. Yeah. Are you winning, son? Yes, we found the finals in every single finals city. It had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Ew, I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. You know, let me send you the link. Like Gumbo said, be careful. I can't. It's a free draw thing, so you know. Conception Bay, right at the coast of Dildo. Canada is a hilarious place. I like it. I like this town. Or town, country. Fuck. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? The single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Tyler, Texas is just an Ospus logo. I bet you nickels to dimes that's where the fucking plant is, where they're making Ospus. Indeed. Oh, hair, forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man that the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Kitaki. Two, the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh. Indeed. I assume some YouTuber said make shit here? Yeah, probably. So, when I don't know how long W Place is going to be going on for, but when, Season 8 drops for the finals, take a look immediately where the fucking... Actually, hold on. There's one place we didn't look. I just realized. There's just hate symbols all over my town in Sweden. Jesus Christ. There's a lot of Fallout New Vegas in Las Vegas. I don't even know what to want to be found in my city. Yeah, don't dox yourselves if it's something unique. I will say, because it's really hard to find, there's a lot of Deltarune shit around my town. Somebody in Las Vegas wrote, "I have a gambling addiction." And Imagine Dragon D's nuts. God damn it. Hold on. Sorry, I was talking with the mother. Also, I haven't been looking. Someone wrote, "Fuck crypto." There's the lambda symbol. There's a lot of Pokemon in this one. Las Vegas. You'll never guess what's in my city? You said hate symbol, so I'm afraid to see. Holy shit, Las Vegas has a really fucking detailed Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth. I'm driving in my car right after here. I've seen that in quite a few places. So rock and stone over my Irish birthplace. That's hilarious. I still have yet to find the finals in Las Vegas. I found the Let's Go gambling guy in Las Vegas. I need a picture of that if you can find it. Oh, I found it. I found there's the finals Ospus and CNS. Like halfway up, like someone tried to draw a Tenna from Deltarune and instantly. Below the MCR flag. Yeah, I didn't see that. There's a lot of strange shit in Vegas. Ryan was kneeling in the tub. Don't pay your taxes. The Luigi from Finding Luigi minigame. Or someone had to put the Austrian man in my place. I want. You know what? I'm gonna go see Toronto. I forget what Toronto was like, and I'm afraid to see. A lot of fucking Deltarune and Scott Pilgrim. For some reason. Is Scott Pilgrim Canadian at all? I didn't think so. Someone actually drew in my small little town. Oh, I see the Let's Go Gambling guy. That's hilarious. Which of orders I placed today are showing me either today or tomorrow, except the battery in my goggles. Nice. Okay, I gotta search up. Is Scott Pilgrim Canadian? Yes, Scott Pilgrim is Canadian. The entire Scott Pilgrim franchise originates from Canada, with the graphic novels and movie adaptations being heavily influenced by Toronto. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that too, Vimo. I'm curious as to the other end of Canada, though. What is Vancouver like? I'm afraid of Vancouver. Actually, what is my birth town like? Is it shit? And there's Ralsei smoking weed. Yeah. I'm gonna show the actually, hold on. Why is Gumbo in my fucking hometown? Actually, can I show this? Yeah, I'm not gonna show this. I sent it to Gumbo only. I caught your set 20 years ago. Fuck you. I'm trying to see if there was like whereabouts in Vancouver. I see the fucking dad from Peppa Pig for whatever reason. If you want, you can look at my city. It's large AF. I don't want to dox you. Mommy Pig is or was pregnant, did you know? Yes, I knew that. I don't remember why I knew that, but yes, I did. God, there's way too much Deltarune. People literally cannot draw anything else. Hold on. There's one more place I want to see if they actually... We're gonna go to Saskatoon. I want to see if there's any, grown-ups referenced. There's a lot of Stardew. What? Oh, there's just never just two. And Brazil. Alright, where's... I'm curious as to see if there's, like, any... It's hilarious, because if you go to, like, Antarctica, there's, like, one area with just a shit ton of penguins. Unfortunately, I've seen that shit all over Vimo. Let's see if I can go to my actual town. Not there, not there. At the very top of the map, there's still Deltarune, but they're at the edge of the world. Where's the North Pole? I know Canada, you know what? Perhaps it's in the north. Jeez, Sever, thank you for your insight. Actually, let's see where Orsphyx is going to school. There is a lot of blue and fucking red. My eyes. I don't know what exactly one, but I know the city. Every 60 seconds in Africa, the North Pole is still north. I'm surprised how respectful people are of each other's drawings. Yeah, probably. I'm done looking. I should probably keep playing the game. Indeed. Never underestimated Gavin is in the lesson here. Supporters of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. A pixel justice. Ace will place her. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Someone drew 9/11 in Beijing. Why Beijing? I'm both worried and like very, very curious as to what the fucking New York. It's New York that had the Twin Towers, correct? I don't remember. I'm. Does someone want to tell me how many fucking 9/11s there are in New York? I'm morbidly curious. There was at least one. Oh, you mean on W Place? Think about that's fucked. Oh, Jesus Christ. As if that situation were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. It was on a 9/11 in Chile too. People are fucking sick. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. There you go, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. I saw trans Hitler Patrick Star. What? Also, I didn't know that, Gumball. That's wild. So why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yeah, what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also know now that there was no one else there? Seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? They better find a way to take this testimony down quick. At least 3 of those words aren't in the Bible. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Just taking a drink. By Chilean 9/11, I meant the coup that started. I'm not going to pronounce that right. The whole thing happened on September 11th. Interesting. Can I prevent the killer from leaving the scene? Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Tong, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. How did he know that's where I was going? I'm scared of the end of this trial. Oh boy. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. We're certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. One is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science. One must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. One will be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one flask upon the lab room floor. Apparently big advocates of car porn. What? Oh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Usually Lexi actually has something to say. Gotta go, I use my cell phone to call the police. There's a giant parking lot with hot cars in the middle. Yeah, because I know that driving in New York is a fucking hell. Isn't your first thought to call an ambulance? Can it be said that I have dabbled in medicine? The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism? A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. I do too, newbie. It actually looks like he's going to cry. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came, nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which was to say, I saw nothing. You will cry after I unvirgined his olive oil. Jesus, newbie. Someone drew Tears of the Kingdom 296? What do you mean by that? It was late at night. It's not odd to think that there would be a few people around in the park. We just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Lucy, if you got something to say, by all means say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. See? Two, 9, 6, 7. Oh, Jesus. I had enough at last, hair forehead? Maybe it's time to back off a bit? I'd say no. Defense still some has questions that demand answers, Your Honor. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue with the cross-examination. Okay, I guess not that. Your Honor, what do you... Okay. Okay, so there is something. I'm just looking through this. Maybe there isn't anything left to unravel in this testimony after all. Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, hair forehead. They don't have enough to put Wonky away yet. Should I back off for now? Yes. There's nothing fishy about the testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's fingerprints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket and he was throwing the gun away. Mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No. No! Seems we've come to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all. How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Where are you, hair forehead? I believe this cross-examination, this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Wonky Kitaki. Eek! Jesus. Trucy. Apparently the finals in China is still in season 6, so Sledge does normal damage. Alright, so we're all moving to China, right? Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis, you mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of Herr Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait, how did he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man. Jesus. You know, I think I'll call it for today. We spent a lot of time doing nothing. Maybe how long is the next part? You know that's a hard assumption. Maybe 30 minutes? Alright, we'll keep going then. Because I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, and I spent most of that time looking at W Place. Trucy. Trucy? You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay. I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. Pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... what the heck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. The big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I'm a big hit. Haha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It is you who's being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you said to Waki's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness is in confidence. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction. I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. His hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled the scene. Said the man tossed aside a pistol. It turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense and he filled up the corner of the page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? What am I looking at? What the fuck? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? Who put Kaiju in my game? There's already like cubic lizard face. Yeah. I always sit next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. I mean, that's how Mr. Right won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. I wasn't there all the time either. That is quite good at poker, after all. But not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to this testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? I'm upset that it didn't fucking proc that weird, like, thumping noise effect. The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was that she said before the trial started? Huh. Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when we said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Make seemingly forgot? Fuck. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. It's time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it. Apollo. You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. One more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best as you can. I just flew in from the coast, and boy, my arms are tired. I want to burn that thing. Right. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. Ahem. I'd like to say that the young lady stand next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yeah, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right. Perhaps Fraulein would have us believe it if it was nothing more than a passing dream. Fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let's dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Or could I? Okay, we already read this. So the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. I saw no one else. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. If only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says, my eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? Fucking magic! That's not the strangest magic we've seen. You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Do I use bracelet? So you called immediately after witnessing the murder? Police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo? This has to be it. I love the testimony OST of this game. It is nice. What, you mean his habit? Forget Apollo. He isn't sure about something. He has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he ever had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for this habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. I just need to touch my bracelet with R as it reacts to testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book. I have the perfect image of this? Okay. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. Your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. I can just imagine, like, Apollo just, like, fucking, like, massive fucking eyes. Like, I don't want to say... That's exactly what I was thinking about, Newbie. Hold on, I gotta give it. Excuse me a second. Excuse me. Oh, I got the fucking hiccups. God damn it. Hold on. Where is... Alright, what I need to add? What the fuck is image? Image? Okay. Browse. Downloads. we'll just leave that up. I bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. She's right, I can only see his face like this. Newbie, this is a great picture, I appreciate it. Time to try changing my viewpoint. Perfect, now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive. Try listening to the witness as you witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. Alright, I mean when he fiddles with his page. I gotta make a Phoenix Cyclock variant? Yes. That's right. Your signal to look closer, to perceive with R. Find his weak spot and I'll guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. I'll have to pay attention to his words, and his fingers. If you miss it, you can always try again. Right, look out, nervous twitch, here comes justice. Okay, so it doesn't loop.
Gotcha!
Jesus, what was that background? Hold on a second. This is gonna be so fucking stupid. So it should be changed into thing. Oh, it doesn't line up properly. Whatever. Fucking close enough. Just now, I could see it. It's fucking. I'm fucking crying. I gotta remove my fucking die. Oh, my fucking chest hurts. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Oh, that was. Oh, thank you, newbie. Oh, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I think we need to add that as a fucking emote. Oh my god. Yeah, give me a second. Let me go to. Holy fuck, man. That. Oh, oh, sorry. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Fuck me. Oh, that was way too good. uh, I'm so sorry for chuckling so fucking hard, guys. Holy fuck! All right. All right. It should be good to go. I think. Let me just refresh chat. Did I put the E and I backwards. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you for that. Oh man, sorry. I just need a quick minute. Let me get some drink. That was undoubtedly the funniest thing I've seen all month. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle the page of your book just now? I'm gonna voice and turn it into a sound command. Oh boy. The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? I'm curious now about the cell phone of yours. If I have to ask a few questions? What to ask, what to ask. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone. Why? Whatever for? Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. You don't have it? Mr. Stickler. Is this your cell phone? Yeah, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath his tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Wait a moment. What's the meaning of this? The cell phone was found yesterday. In the Maractus Clinic garage. The Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived. Yeah, that's impossible.
I saw the truth, Jersey. I perceive all and know all.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? It's true, I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all. Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy. It was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know that he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though we're trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime. That's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, Hair Forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It would have to be this, wouldn't it? Because it was torn off the same night that Mr. Phoenix was fucking plowed by a car. That's a side view mirror? As it so happens, Dr. Maractus' car was in an accident. That took place the night of the murder. An accident? An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside People Park, our murder scene. Objection, Edgeworth is gay! Hey Rachel, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dr. Maractus' car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the incident. Which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. Anyways, Rachel, how have you been doing today? After all, it was lying on the ground, right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this is in that garage. Was after 9 p.m. in the night of the murder in the park. Apparently there is a shit ton of gumbo. 5-digit numbers last time. Jesus. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected. Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Maractus? No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pal Maractus. That is, other than this. Hope you're the same. I'm alright. Why are you a turkey? What is that emote? I guess it's not the strangest emote I've seen. Is a witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Just an emote. Is all of your things just food? That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. Must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. When I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendants at the scene. Paul, you should close your eyes. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Oh, yes, well, you can see my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know? Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice. That night. Yes, I went to the supermarket. What did you get at the supermarket? So you went shopping, which means... you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place? Hey, well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? Don't expect this game to explain its power, by the way. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for me. I'm sure the store clerks would disagree. Do you think that sampling free food counts as a religion? Yes. In any case, that night, I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home, yes. It's mine, same scare. I love Costco. I went to a supermarket and bought a single water bottle. I ate nothing but free samples. College life is pain. This will drop myself on my way back. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic? Why, yes, that's correct. There's a pretty suspicious pause there. Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Well, of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yeah, woe was I walked on, unaware of my loss. Walked right to that fateful park. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. Which entrance did you enter the park from? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest from the Maractus Clinic. Same entrance our victim used. Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance? I have no recollection of such a thing, no. Yet though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I'm a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. This part of the testimony is the key, I know it. Should I press him about the kill him, the victim, or the noodle stand? Noodle stand! I don't know. You happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. Remembering something quite well, you sure took you a while to tell us. Thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? What about that sign? Could it be important? Very important, because it's noodle backwards. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle? It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? Oh, the floor is made of flour. Actually, Rachel, it's because it didn't say noodle on the fucking card. It says Eldoon. I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Huh. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. Some apply to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. Fudging luck of this dude, exactly. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Why even remember the sign on the... Why I even remember the sign on the stand the victim was pulling, it said noodle. E. Objection! And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. It read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing. Here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand. And to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldoons. Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle. I won't say he saw that right and it was rearranged. What would you say if I told you that there was one spot from which the sign would be read, but by the way Mr. Stickler claims? Oh. What? Mr. Justice, show us a spot. The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Would it be the tree? The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. Ramen. Rice ball. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign of the stand reads Eldunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this side says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yeah, you got me. Objection! So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south, and you'll end up going north. But that means his head would have been turned the wrong way. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Drucy? Remember his testimony from before. So to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Bill and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now. The victim looks in his direction. The bullet would have had to hit his left temple. Ah! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed. You are absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. Ah! Well, that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct, so if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yeah! I hate screaming. Order! 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 Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Objection! Clarify one point for me if you would, Herr Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent. Slams do rock in this game, yeah. But something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm a really nice guy. My friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Accused of another crime? I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now. The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Test, care forehead. I'm afraid it falls you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. Yeah, I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. So is evidence that points us to the witness's involvement in a crime. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences. Yeah, we're going straight to panties. Something else to say, Mr. Justice? One more chance, please? By all means, but your effort wasn't wasted. Look, a brand new penalty. Oh, son of a bitch. Charge of on murder is better than this. Exactly. Is the other one because this was stuck in the the other one, the other panties maybe, yeah. Oh shit. The evidence is this. What is that? Women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. Well, now you know why this case is known as the panties case? Oh, fuck me. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees. And hides himself in no other place than the Miraculous Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Should we continue the case? have we seen enough? Presumably he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it seems. Seems. So are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was was originally written IV. I stands for intelligence, V stands for valiant. See? Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curious? Ew. Yes, we have the IVU. Science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting. And what greater challenges... I didn't read that, but... Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. Ew. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. Science. Pulse-sized car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. Tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at Wonder Bar. Talking about my magic panties trick. God. If a woman approached me and pulled chicken out of her panties, I'm gonna be fucking shitting myself. Just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. This case is getting weird by the second. It's great and very, very fucking strange. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There has to be a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry. But I did it for science. Good news is, this is the last perv of the whole series. Thank fuck. Then again, I feel like you say that, but there's gonna be another weird one. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze. Oh. Sorry, give me a second. That's a really good clip, Gumbo. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. This game is old, right? It used to be funny back then. DS, early DS, mid to late DS. But this is a remastered collection. The Apollo Justice trilogy. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes. The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? No, I do too, Gumbo. Be my guest, hair forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse a witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo? There's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Oh, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show that why the witness lied about his location? Single-handedly derails this whole case for a bit. Yeah, I'm a little bit irritated by that. Is it the other panties? The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Hair Forehead? These are the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we could see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. Good news is that we almost got rid of them. Good. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. I really didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home. When I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when he disposed of the bloomers? Yes. It was a severe blow to the progress of science. One that had to be born. Fascinating if disturbing tale. Fucking weird. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. And I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. The second half is why this case is my third favorite side case in the series. Okay. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, the defendant, Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Kitaki is still in his prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene of the crime. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Jesus, Gavin is hot. Calm yourself, Rachel. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Wait for the prosecutor of the next game. I've been looking forward to Dual Destinies. I'm glad they made a trilogy, so I can enjoy all three games. Alright, this is where I'm going to call it quits, though. So let's figure out who to raid. I don't think I've ever seen so many people so horny in chat for a character. Raid my home, I have schnitzel. Oh! God, I could go for some schnitzel right now. Although I've already eaten a burger today. Huh. Hey Vimo, one of my favorite streamers is playing Ship of Arcanian. Everyone is whole knee. I don't know why that was hilarious to me. Bimo, do you know the name Simple Flips? I see Kazoo is on. Unless somebody else has any ideas. I don't. Aw. He's a good guy to watch. I like him. I don't want to raid into him though, because I feel like that's just one of those unfortunate clout chasing things, you know? Like I want to raid somebody, but I feel like if I do, it's just gonna be like, oh, this guy's just raiding for clout. Yeah, you know what? Kazoo's on. The raid message will be perceive. If you don't got that raid emote, use whatever you got. Anyways, I hope everybody takes care of themselves. Eat lots, sleep lots, stare at things lots. I have no idea what else to say. I might be taking tomorrow. One of these next week. I'm taking Sunday to Friday off. I might be taking another day off this week or having a really late stream. I'm not sure which yet because I got to help my mother with something. So we'll have to see. Anyhow, have a good night, guys.